wake up, no sleeping, there's a dream to chase. Yo, what's up, everybody, and welcome back to NXT with NaJee. You already know what it is, a part of the Wrestling Heroes and Insiders podcast, aka The Whip Show, and also a part of BodySlam.net. This is now my second episode coming to y'all from Vegas, ladies and gentlemen. It's the second one. I switched the camera up this time from the last episode because I just didn't like it. I felt like I was sitting sideways half the time. It wasn't fun. But yeah, it's been a good couple days. We've been out here and enjoying the weather. I'm not gonna brag or anything because I don't know where anybody is and I don't want to be that guy. But yeah, so this episode's gonna be a little bit different. This one we're not gonna be interviewing a wrestler or superstar or anything like that. We're not gonna be recapping a show. I just so happened to meet this gentleman inside of the PC. This man is there all the time, constantly helping out in any way that he can, constantly watching the product. You can tell this man is taking notes at every single step of what's going on there. And it's a beautiful thing to see. We just kind of had a conversation one time and found out we had a few things in common. He reached out not too long ago wanting to be on the show, and I think that this is a fantastic opportunity for everybody to just get a chance to meet somebody else who is chasing their dream, going on their own journey. That's why we like to call this man the Journeyman, ladies and gentlemen. So right now, as you can see on the screen, we have Mr. Abe Soto, aka Mr. Phoenix, aka the Prospect, aka the Journeyman himself. Ladies and gentlemen, let me see if I can get this thing to get down there. Welcome in, brother. How you doing?
Hey, what's going on, Pop?
What's going on, brother?
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course, man. Thank you for being here. How's everything treating you?
Good. That was one hell of an introduction. I never thought I had that many nicknames. I was like, holy that was that.
Hey man, I gotta make sure I do you right. If you know,
you're the man,
show, so I gotta let people know.
Thank you so much. Just coming off the heels of an awesome show last night. Incredible end segment with Ethan Page, Chelsea Green, pies in the faces, all good things.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, thank you for having me. It is truly an honor to be here chilling with you today.
Yeah, dude. I thank you for taking the time out of your day, and I'm happy that we could find a way to make this work now that I'm on the other side of the country. Like,
the country for real.
Heck yeah, man. But so how long have you been involved with the PC? Like, how long have you been working on it?
So this
not
is
working technically because
yeah, I'm in no way, shape, or form employed by WWE or NXT.
Yeah, we want to just clear that up real quick before anybody takes this and runs with it.
So I got to go back in time, right? So I'm living up north, and I do this New York University certification program for film and television industry essentials. And this is during COVID, so everybody's out of luck. People losing jobs. People are just sitting on the couch not doing nothing. I was like, I have to better myself. I'm going to take this time while the world literally came to a standstill, and I'm going to try to crawl farther than I've ever crawled before. So I got my certification through NYU for film and TV industry essentials. And it was one of the most exciting accomplishments I've ever achieved. And it made me feel so awesome. I was like, well, what's next?
Right.
And then I find Full Sail University. So I decided to move to Florida so I can be closer to the school. I was in the digital cinematography program, which is an online program, but I wanted to move close to the school so I can utilize the amenities, the library, the whole 9 yards, anything you could think of. And it was such an incredible decision to make, and I didn't even know why yet. So I've loved WWE my entire life. I was born in 1987. I'll be 38 this Christmas.
Yeah, so, right there behind you, brother.
Yeah, baby. You're ready. So Hulk Hogan was the champion the year I was born. He was my first favorite wrestler. Then Bret Hart, then Shawn Michaels. Like we grew up in the boom era. You know what I mean? We used to watch the pay-per-views on the black box back in the 90s.
Yes, I remember them days. 45.99, $49.99.
So what wound up happening was I found through Full Sail University that they had what's called the NXT Student Initiative. And I was like, well, this is so interesting, you know? And I remember in the past 10 years, I remember hearing NXT, and then I remember hearing Full Sail right behind it, but I never put two and two together. I never thought that these two worlds have merged. I did, you know what I mean? I was none the wiser. I was just trying to go to school to further my education for film and television, and I reached out to Mr. Woodward, and Mr. Woodward got in touch with Ms. Garrett, and Ms. Garrett sent me an email, and I'll never forget receiving that email for my first show, which was Heat Wave 2022.
Okay, yeah.
I'm sitting on the curb waiting for my son to get off the school bus, and my phone dings, and I start going through my email, and I read it, and I see it, and I finish it to completion, and I start crying. I'm crying, bro. Wait, and a big reason why I got so emotional, I was like, my son is going to be the first person to find out about this.
That's beautiful.
You know what I'm saying? It's amazing. So I've been a part of the Student Initiative, which is a volunteer program. For the past 3.5 years. I've worked some 200 plus shows.
Yeah, brother. I've been seeing the last 2 that I was there.
It's
that's awesome.
It's a dream come true. It's God's honestly, it's a dream come true. I've had so many wonderful experiences that you can't really give it a name. It's lightning in a bottle every single Tuesday night. And at times I'm lost for words, because sometimes I still can't fully comprehend what my life is. How did I get from where I was to where I am today? And it's very incredible. I'm very honored and very thankful for the opportunities that I get every week, and I'm blessed. It's a beautiful thing.
It's incredible story, dude. Like, wow. Like, this is why we call it an origin story episode. Like,
absolutely,
man, that's so cool. The Full Sail like does that for you, and they even have that for in general. There's so many people out here that love this product and are so passionate about it, and love film and love cinematography and love the behind the scenes stuff. Like, so for you to be able to find that and get a chance, and then have your son be the first person to tell, dog, how sick is that?
It's amazing. So before I got into film, my passion was music.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's actually how we first met each other, was talking about music.
Yep, I've opened shows for Lloyd Banks. I've opened shows for Joel Santana, Joe Budden, Mac Lethal, to name a few.
Yep. See, we both lived a very similar life when it comes to that, because I was opening for Big Sean, Little Dicky, Waka Flocka, T-Pain. Like, bro, that's insane. What a crazy similar story.
Everything happens for a reason, brother, and everything always comes around full circle. It's so beautiful, is what life is. So I sent you a song called "In This Very Ring." I sent you a music video that I did, and that music video has a very special origin story in itself. I got divorced at the end of 2016, and in 2017 January, I was 29 years old, and I was homeless. So I was in the homeless shelter for 36 days, and it only took me a month and a week to get back on my feet, because I just landed 2 jobs. I worked Monday through Monday, Monday through Wednesday at a Golden Corral, Thursday through Sunday at a Ruby Tuesdays, and I never had a day off. But it was a good time.
There.
It was a good time. So as soon as I was able to get back on my feet, now I have my domicile again. I have a crib. I don't have to worry about being in the shelter. I started focusing back on music. And at this time, there's this guy. His name is, I don't know if you heard of him. His name is Bobby Roode.
Oh, right? Yeah.
This dude's entrance music just blew up the internet around this time. And I heard I watched his entrance. And I was like, this is incredible. This is something. It was the song that made the package, like the bow. The song was the bow on the package. That is Bobby Roode. I've watched him decimate TNA for years. Like, he's always been the man in my book. But so I wrote this song called "In This Very Ring," and I used his instrumental for the Glorious Domination. And I was, in my mind, I was like, if I could pull this off, this is going to be something special. So I'm writing this song in 2017, and as I'm writing it, I'm thinking to myself, like, I'll just start daydreaming. Have you ever seen Sidekicks with
I don't think so.
Chuck Norris and Jonathan Brandis? It's this kid that daydreams. Is one of my favorite movies growing up as a kid. It's a kid that, like, he'll just be chilling here on a podcast with his buddy, and he'll just start daydreaming, and these visions will just start coming to his head. It's insane. So I'm writing this song, and I start envisioning myself in the parking lot of the performance center. And I'm in my vision, I'm watching wrestlers walk past, and I'm like, hey, can you listen to the song real quick? Can you listen to, like, this is just what 2017 me is thinking, and it's just it's so crazy.
I mean, that was the era of listen to my mixtape too. Like that was part of that. Well, part of it was kind of still around.
But, it was on its way out at that time. But I finished writing this song, and I was like, wow, this song is great. This song is glorious. So fast forward a couple years down the line, COVID hits. I start learning about film and TV and editing. So I'm like, I'm going to make a music video to this song. So now I'm editing a music video for the song, and I start having these visions while I'm editing this music video. And I see myself in the parking lot of the performance center. And I'm watching these people leave, and I'm like, hey, can you watch this music video I made? Hey, can you watch this music video I made?
Yeah.
And it was so crazy because after going to the PC every week for about a year, I booked a one-on-one with someone very important, someone that has an office in the conference room. And I sit, and he's talking to me about my future and prospects and, you know, what have you. And I said, hey, can you listen to this music video I made? And can you watch this music? And he's like, yeah, sure. And I give him my phone, and I tell him, I said, don't mind me. You look over here, you might start seeing some tears and shit. Because, dude, I think it taught me manifestation is a real thing.
Oh, 1,000%.
I went from having visions of being like trying to show this to people on the outside while I was living in New York. I was having these visions. To sometime later, I wound up in this important person's office, sitting across from him, while he himself, the guy that I wanted to see it in the first place, when I was writing it, he's watching it and telling me how great of a job I did. It was just, dude, it's like The Rock's electricity. You know what I mean?
You gotta smack the forearm.
Absolutely. It's
man. So I can only imagine like the people that you see inside of the performance center and the people that you interact with. I remember you saying that there was a time that you saw Paul Heyman in catering, and Paul Heyman's like one of my heroes personally. Like I definitely at some point in time would like to get involved with the wrestling business, and I think in a manager role like that would be perfect for me. So I look up to that dude like crazy. So like, what can you share about the time you seen him and different things like that? And who else have you also met back there?
Paul Heyman walked past me. He walked past me. It was so cool. We matched a stare for a second, and you know, both went about our business by catering. And he looks at Cam and he's like, "Where's the ring?" Cam's like, "I'll lead the way. Come on down." Mr. Heyman walked past me, and he probably I had this goofy ass smile, but I was like, you know, you just gotta do your thing. He's here to do something. I'm here to do something. We do the things we got to do, and then we continue moving forward.
Right. I bet it's just like a lot of like interesting, like small interactions too. Like people asking where food is, people asking where this is, that is.
My
shaking hands. Like
DDP asked me where catering was once.
Yeah.
I'm sitting in the lobby, and here he walks, and he's like, bang. And he's like, hey guys, what's going on? I'm like, Dally, what's good? And he turns around, and he's like
you've been there before.
He's like, hey brother, where's catering? I said, brother, you're on the right track. It's on the right on the other side of that wall.
Yeah.
And he's like, thanks, dude. Have a great show. I'm like, you too, sir. It's just amazing.
It's a
Amazing.
beautiful thing, brother.
These
Like,
larger than life enigmas treating you as an equal. You know what I mean?
do you
Seeing
have
you.
like? My bad. Sorry.
No worries.
Do you have like a favorite interaction that you can remember, like just right off the top of your head, like one that really stuck with you, or maybe you actually got to have a conversation with somebody, or even just a
I have a story. It's a no story.
oh.
This is a story of what you don't do.
Okay.
Right?
All right. Hey, everybody
Um,
get your notepads out.
yep. This is what you
This is
don't
important.
do. I grew up, as you grew up in a time where our teachers were people like Stone Cold Steve Austin. Our teachers were people like The Rock. Our teachers were people like Kurt Angle and Triple H. So with me personally, any form of outside media I can get of these guys dropping jewels, I want it. I wanted to consume. And I know that the person in question, CM Punk, he's very big on this as well. And there's a couple of things I've learned growing up as a kid, growing up watching wrestling, is it's better to ask for forgiveness than ask for permission. And not shaking a hand is disrespectful.
Yeah.
So CM Punk had just gotten injured, and he came through to the PC, and he was a mainstay for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, he was there for a while. Yo,
3
I
weeks in a
remember
row.
being in the crowd seeing him, and every single week he was in that same spot, hoodie up, sitting
Yep.
cross-legged in the counter.
Yep, right behind ADA.
Yep.
And so he walks past me, and I'm like, yeah, dude, CM Punk. I'm standing in front of the gorilla position. I'm standing in front of the curtain that leads to gorilla. And he walks past. Week's over. Go home. Next week happens. He walks past again. Week's over. I call my brother. I'm like, dude, like I always call him and talk to him about, all of these wonderful happenings that go on. And I tell him, I'm like, dude, I'm at a crossroads. And he's like, what? And I was like, I mean, I've been in this dude's presence for 3 different occasions, many minutes and many, you know what I mean? And I feel like I'm being disrespectful because of what I grew up learning. On the other hand, as a volunteer, you don't go up to people. You don't have what it takes to go up to people and shake their hand. Who the fuck am I?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he said, my brother told me, he said, dude, follow your heart.
Just walk. Yeah.
One more time, you walk up to his ass, you shake his hand, you tell him it's an honor to meet him. You tell him your name. And
closed mouths don't get fed, bro.
The third week, the answer is always no to questions you don't ask.
That's right.
So the third week happens, and he walks by again, and I get these butterflies in my stomach. Not because I'm like starstruck or anything, because I'm thinking, I'm like, I'm flirting with death over here. This NXT shit is my life. I love this. So I'll never forget Ridge Holland, his music hit. And I actually I have his song in my phone to work out with from time to time. And when his music hit, it was like a sign. I was asking God, give me a sign. What do I do? And that's when I was like, okay, thank you. All right, here we go. And I walked up to him and I said, excuse me, sir. And he looks up and he gives me a half smile. I said, I just wanted to introduce myself to you. My name is Abe, and this is one of the greatest honors. It's a pleasure to meet you. And he's, hey, Abe, Phil, nice to meet you.
Hey, nice.
And I'm like, thank you for all you do. And I hope you have a great show.
Yeah.
And I turn around and I walk away and say, hey, have a great show. And that was it.
Beautiful.
And it was, it was taboo. It's something I, quote unquote, should not have done.
And but hey, sometimes the only people that's gonna understand the risk you're taking is yourself. So that's why you got to be able to do that, because you have to. That's amazing. It's beautiful, brother.
I've
That's how I met all you guys. All the
that's very,
literally that's how I met all you guys.
that's
Just
very
either
true.
putting myself in positions that most people wouldn't even dare to just step in front of somebody to say hello or speak or ask
Absolutely.
for advice. Like one of the first people I
You
reached
you're
out
very
to was
charismatic.
yeah, you gotta be. Life's
Yep.
too short, man. Like I don't want to sit there and think about it next week what I could have did yesterday. I want to think about how sweet it was that I did that yesterday.
Ooh, I have a story about Randy Orton.
Yeah. All right.
And
Heck
this
yeah.
is all right, check this out. Because this one's a doozy.
All right, Randy
Um,
Orton fans, this one's for you.
I saw Randy Orton the Tuesday after Bray Wyatt died. And I saw him getting off his bus. And I was dressed in black. And I saw him. And I'll never forget the first thing I thought when I was approaching him, because I'm walking down the road to get to the PC. He's standing on the sidewalk that I have to walk past to get to the PC. First thing I think is this guy's a fucking kaiju.
He's huge.
Like he's gonna go to Japan and start smashing buildings.
Like how he got bigger than Brock Lesnar makes no sense to me.
I have that's a freak of nature.
Yeah.
But I notice he's got obviously a sad look on his face. Why wouldn't he have a sad look on his face? What a lot of people forget is that 2 days before, if I'm not mistaken, Bray died. Terry Funk passed. Terry Funk was
very close with his family.
It's dude, a legend. And I had no doubt in my mind it was probably one of the worst weeks of this dude's entire career. It would have been one of the worst of mine. I know what it's like to lose people very close to me.
Yeah, me too, brother.
And I wanted to go up to him and say to him, "Excuse me, sir. I just wanted to thank you for all you do." And I couldn't bear to walk past and not try to honor you in some way. Try to tell you that, hey, I'm here for you. After you've been here for me every week for the past 10, 15 years, I felt like he was in, a really shitty time.
Yeah.
And I chose not to because I had only been there for 6 months at this time. So my feet aren't even wet at this point. People aren't even looking me in the eyes yet. So it's like, I kept it moving. And that is something I regret. Not saying to Randy, hey, I know the feeling, brother.
Yeah. And you know what? Maybe one day you'll be able to shake his hand and have that exact conversation, brother. Who knows?
Anything can happen in the WWE.
Very, very true. But I got a couple more questions for you really quick before we get up out of here. But we are going to do a part 2. I just want to make that very clear because you got a lot of stories to tell. We don't have as much time as I would like for us to have today. So I'm going to get you back on here as soon as I can so we can continue to hear some of these stories because these are great, man. But so now, as a person who's inside the PC and sees the things that go down and things that people hate and people, dislike and people try to be sneaky about, what are your thoughts on this dirt sheet leak? Because there's something going on in that PC to where it's getting leaked almost every week. And I don't know how much you can speak on that, and you can't. But what are your thoughts on that in general?
I'll tell you anything I can about it. I think it sucks. I think it's dishonorable. I think the people that do it, if they're doing something spineless in this portion of their life over here, what else are they doing that's spineless? You know what I mean? It's for us volunteers, it's now uncomfortable because now we're not even allowed in.
Yeah, because they probably started putting the blame on y'all.
Who knows? It could be any. It could be any. What's that game? Among Us, the imposters, or whatever. Everybody's a suspect, and it's
a clue.
And I think it sucks, dude. It's ridiculous. I
definitely feel like that would take away from like a part of your experience too, even being a volunteer. Because like, especially if you want to know the ins and outs of things, like now you guys can't even be involved just because there's somebody that's actually on the ends.
I think it sucks on all fronts because there's a lot of people that put in their hard work and energy into these storylines,
Yeah.
and they put a lot of hard work and energy into how they produce it, and you know what I mean. And for
Yeah.
other people to just toss it away for a couple bucks is insanity.
I'm
You
just
know,
happy like my sources that I get through like Body Slam and stuff are extremely respectful. Like I want to throw that out there right now. Like
definitely.
shout out to the people at Body Slam for even just receiving the information that you guys do and not immediately putting it out there before stuff. Cause yeah, I'll get texts sometimes from some people asking me if I want to know stuff. And if I say no, completely respect it. And like
Absolutely,
that's good. Like I love
absolutely.
that kind of stuff.
We grew up
I'm
in a
not a big
time
spoiler
where
fan.
there was a word for it. They called it
Yeah.
kayfabe. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah, bro, it's fun. You know how much fun it was, like not knowing what was getting ready to happen on a Monday as you get ready to watch a
Yeah,
3 hour Raw in like
yeah.
2002 and three. Like,
Edge's Royal Rumble return in
yeah,
2020 was my favorite thing, like ever. You
yeah,
know what I mean? And it's just it spoils it for everybody involved. It's just it sucks. And for us volunteers, we got to stand outside in the heat.
yep.
You know what I mean? We're not allowed in
Yeah,
the
because
building
it's not much shade over there, y'all. If y'all haven't been in
for
the PC,
for
like you got the merch truck and that's about it.
for a good portion of me being there. My first, I guess, year, let's say my first year at the PC, I would stand on a little perch
hmm
and I would just watch what was happening in the ring.
hmm
Every week I would stand in the same spot every
Yep.
week, every week, every week, every week. One week, out of nowhere, I see Coach Bloom coming around, and I'm like, "Oh, where's he going? He's probably going to the bathroom." And I go back to watching, and 30 seconds later, I hear, "Hey!" I turn around, and it's Coach Bloom, and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yeah." He's like,
Mhm.
"What are you doing?" And I said, "Nothing, sir. Sorry." And I walked down the stairs. Won't
Mhm.
happen again. You know what I want to say is, hey, I'm doing the same thing I do every week. You know, I've been doing
Just
it for
watch
over
them.
a year now. You
Oh, I
know,
would have told him.
no, it's just I.
Yeah, I get it though. I get it. I get you.
There's a lot of uncertainties,
Yeah.
and when, dude, I'm not on the payroll.
hmm
It's just an honor to be there.
Yeah,
My
absolutely.
parents are proud of me.
Hell yeah.
I have friends and family that, dude, close friends and family are the only people that even know because I've never publicly posted online that I am
hmm
affiliated in WWE in any way, shape, or
Yeah,
form.
because you know how people are, man. They'll take it, run with it. Like for a while there, people thought I worked for NXT and that I was a plant. Like I had to
Okay.
like I had to start saying that like consistently. I was like, no, I'm literally just a guy who likes wrestling and
Yeah,
knows how to have a great time at a show, regardless of whether it's high pace or not, and
absolutely.
and give heat when I need to give heat to certain wrestlers. Like that's
No,
that's really it.
you're
But
good at what you do. You're good at
yeah,
what
man, and
you
it's
do.
fun. It's a good time. Like, and they know
Absolutely.
that I love it. They know that I'm passionate, and then they know that I'm not just trying to put myself over. Like, I'm being allowed to put the wrestlers over. Like,
Certain,
that's my
certain.
favorite part about it because them wrestling in a silent room at house shows sometimes I know has to be awkward. So I do my best to like be the
Raise the roof.
loudest
You
person
got to raise the
possible.
roof. Yep.
But all right, man. I got so my last question. This is a question I've asked everybody this year on my show on this season. Favorite WrestleMania moment for you personally? Which one was the one that had you like in tears, like in the TV, just so happy, just excited that it happened?
Favorite WrestleMania moment. I got one for you.
Okay, all right. By the smirk, it's gonna
Oh,
be a good
shit.
one.
Yo, they're gonna come for me after this, NaJee.
Uh
It's
oh.
as an older man, it's not my favorite WrestleMania moment, but
hmm
as a kid,
It
I thought
was,
it was dope.
and that's
It
what
was
changes
when
your life right there.
Hulk Hogan leg dropped Yokozuna.
Oh,
That
wasn't
as a
that in
kid
Vegas?
was one of, yeah,
Yeah,
yep, coincidentally, right?
that's
Everything's full
funny.
circle, pop. So
hmm
as a kid, I thought that was the greatest thing. Yeah, I was sad that Brett didn't get the belt, but I'm a little boy. I love Hulk Hogan. Yes, Hulk Hogan did it. Yeah. I was the demographic that the old man was shooting for when he
Yeah,
created that angle.
there you go.
You know what I mean? But
Yes, sir.
as an adult, knowing what I know now, um probably TLC 2
Mm.
was the
17?
greatest. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was the greatest in my mind, one of the greatest matches of all time. My favorite match of all
I
time.
still see that spear rent free in my head.
Yeah.
All the cameras flashing, bro. I miss flashing cameras and crowds. I used to be
cameras
cool.
is everything.
Yeah,
everything, dude.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But thank you, man. Thank you so much
brother.
for coming on the show and chatting with me
dude,
and telling some stories. Man, this
I
has
would
been
love
a lot
to
of
come
fun.
back and let's see what the future has in store for us.
Yeah, man. I know you got a lot more stories to tell, brother. I know you do.
I
do.
This is like we just scraped the surface.
Yes, sir. We'll dive a little bit deeper next time so you guys can get to know a little bit more on a personal level too. But yo, thank you so much for being here. If you wanted to shout out any of your social media, shout out anybody on the podcast right before we get you out of here.
Abe Soto, the Phoenix on Instagram, Abe Soto, the Phoenix on Facebook, Abe Soto on YouTube. I want to shout out to people that have given me the rub. I want to shout out to Mr. Katz, Mr. Moss, Mr. Carino, Mr. Smiley. There's many people.
Shout out to Mr. Smiley. Love that guy. Tell him I said what's up next time you see him, man.
Absolutely. All these people that have been kind to me and
yes, sir,
have shown me honor and respect. And that's just what I choose to live my life through and with.
That's what it's all about, man.
I didn't get to everybody. There's a lot of names I left out.
But there's another episode.
I could be here all day.
Yes, sir. But all right, man. Thank you one more time, everybody. That is going to be his time for now. Everybody say bye-bye to Mr. Abe. Thank you, man.
You guys have a blessed one.
Yes. All right, y'all. But hey,
brother,
that was great. It was a good time.
We didn't touch on a lot. Like
hold on. I still got you. I still got you on the mic. I got to mute your mic real quick while I do my outro. I'm sorry, brother.
Oh my God, dude.
You're good. It just wasn't all the way out. But yo, all right, my friends, that is gonna do it for today's episode. This has been episode 67 of NXT with NaJee. You guys know what it is. Part of BodySlam.net and a part of the Wrestling Heroes and Insiders podcast, aka The Whip Show. You guys know what it is. Every single week we'll be back with more interviews. We'll be doing the recaps every single week, even if I don't have a guest. Actually, I will have a guest literally up until New Year's, so that's pretty dope. And then shortly after New Year's, we'll get started with season 4. But yeah, man, Viva Las Vegas. Here I am. You guys are just going to be seeing me from here, not in the crowd. But I'll try to pop back when I can. But yo, shout out to Abe one more time for being here. It's absolute pleasure, absolute honor having that man on. Please make sure you guys pay attention to that man's journey. It's a beautiful one, y'all. But all right, till next week, it's NaJee. That's great.
Life is for the dreamers like me. Gently down the stream.